What's going on, guys? Matt over here, Lethal Garage, and today is the day. As you can see behind me, the Lethal Garage has changed a little bit. You don't mind all the trash that was supposed to get thrown away, but the trash company didn't bring my dumpster. Punks. They'll be here Monday, so this will all look good. That's not all trash, but like from there forward is, and then I can whatever. But this is all cleared out. Lethal Camaro tucked in. I could probably even move her over a little bit more. But the reason for that is today might be the day we park a new Lethal car. I don't want to say what it is yet, but today might be the day we park a new car here. Now, many of you guys know, over the years, I've talked about getting another car, doing it, wanting to do a project car, possibly getting a Mustang, possibly getting a Challenger, doing something for the channel that would be fun for me and also helpful for people, because you know me, I love making helpful guides to show people and help people to do things. But I think I'm gonna take it a little bit further, and I'm not gonna say much, but we are headed to the destination to go check out a car that could be the next Lethal Garage project car. So let's get out there and go do it, and we have one stop to make before we do it. Okay, we're in the truck. We have the trailer hooked up. We are good to go. I am monitoring fresh reset gas mileage. Only getting 9 miles a gallon driving down my street. Have a fresh oil change in the truck, and checked all the tire pressure. We should be good. Hopefully we have no issues, but we do have a little bit of drive ahead of us. So gonna go make our first stop and pick someone up, and then we'll be going from there. So carry on. Well, we made our first stop and picked up the smartest vehicle gentleman I know.
Shit fluffing this early in the morning.
If you guys don't know Mike, this is Mike, Red Barn Racing. I trust, he knows more about old cars than I ever will, and probably most other people ever will. And he's gonna come along with me, and I may have just gave you a hint of what we're gonna go look at. Okay guys, we're here. We're out at the place, Acton, California. Truck, trailers here. The project. Guys, this car is a blank canvas, and you're wondering, why would you get such a project car? Well, it comes down to what I wanted to do with it. The motor will probably come out to 468 in here at the TH400. The guy put some work, he put a cage. Unfortunately, we'll take the cage out. We're not planning on racing this car. But the body lines look pretty good. There's a couple issues here and there, but nothing that can't be fixed. The back interior, you can see it's just a clean slate here, no interior. But he's got just about all the trim pieces. We'll have to get new window trims, all the body pieces, doors, all that stuff's all brand new lighting stuff, grill, has all of that. So figuring probably about another 10K to get it up and running, maybe a little more. And yeah, this is a car. I'll go into more detail about the car here in a minute, but we have to get this bad boy loaded up on the truck, and we'll see what a task that's going to be, because the steering isn't really that great.
Or the brakes.
Or the brakes. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, car is on the trailer. As you guys saw, we loaded up the vehicle, my truck, everything with all the parts and pieces. It's actually kind of nice. My truck sits nice and level now with the car on there. It was a little up before. Oh, what a beauty. This is the start, guys. This is the start. Well, let's get it back to the Lethal Garage. unload. I got lots of parts. I got to figure out where I'm going to put them all. And then start making the list. What's first? What are we going to do first? What are we going to do first?
I have no idea. You need to make a plan first.
Plans. I have no plan right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about it on the drive home, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Because I'm kickstarting this bad boy. We're doing it. We have made it back to the Lethal Garage. As you guys could see, as you saw earlier, nice and clean, ready for the car. Got it back on the truck. Got to get this bad boy unloaded. And once it's unloaded, we will start going through the details of some of the plans for the car and what I hope to do. There's a lot. There is a lot. What? Is that as high as it goes? My DJing's not as good as yours. Can we get it more? Camera, you stay. That's lifting the truck up.
Little ding there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was from my old trailer. See, never put parts of your trailer here and then look at, you can see where it impressed into the thing. So the clips, like all the metal pins and stuff, I set here from the old trailer I used to use. And my wife came running out and she's like, here, put this in the back of the truck. And I didn't even think of it. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, drop that. Clink. And that was before I had my DZ easy tailgate lower, and it just went crunch. Yeah, someone hit the side of my truck. I think it was a bike or something. Or a mirror. I don't know. At least the truck got tagged in the middle of the street. It'll buff out, but someone hit it. Punks. Yeah, I got car parts here, cars here. Now we got to get it into there. And I think we can take the front straps off.
Old Camaro.
Because the back. He keeps doing epic stuff that I want to catch on film, and I keep missing it. It has been kind of a long day. I don't know, guys, but the second gen is in the garage. We're good to go. As you can see, it actually unloaded from the trailer pretty easily. I got everything cleaned out because we put a whole bunch of stuff inside the body. But you could see it is a gutted glory pig. Now, let me just step back and tell you a little bit about this car and my journey. And why I picked this one versus a million other ones that were for sale. One, this one was close. Two, every single car that I found either had so much rust on the body that it was gonna take a long time or a lot of money to address the body problems, or they were too far done and it would have defeated the purpose of what I wanted to get this car from. One, I wanted to build this car. I want to build this car, have my kids help, have my wife help, have my dad help, you know, work with other people that are skilled in their trades on aspects of this car, like the body work and stuff like that, painting, etc. Obviously, I'm not going to paint this car myself. I have no painting skill whatsoever. Could I learn and use this as a car? Sure. Do I want this car to look good? Yeah, so I'm going to go to someone who knows what they're doing. But the goal here is basically build my version of a second gen, I dare not say pro touring, because that's, a lot of people are building those, and that, I mean, I get what that means suspension wise and look, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna build the lethal pro touring version. Now, is it gonna be as nice as some of these SEMA cars out there? I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna get, but we know, or at least I have an idea of what I want this car to be. Now, going back to why I picked this one over the other ones was the condition of the car. Obviously, there's a lot of things missing here. This is a big project. This is a massive undertaking for anybody, especially someone who's never done one before. me, first time, but I'm surrounded by a ton of people who know what they're doing. And with that being stated, either the guidance or paying to have it done right is where I'm going with this. Now, you'll see there's a big fat roll cage in this car, and it's not a very pretty roll cage. It's actually pretty ugly. I am ripping the roll cage out. That is coming out. This car is not gonna be a drag race car. This car is not gonna be a hardcore road course car. Will I maybe use it for autocross? Potentially. Is it gonna be a cruiser, a nice built car with power that sounds good? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Interior is gonna be fully done. Again, cage is coming out. We're redoing the motor. Right now, the thought is a built LS7, all NA, carbureted. So we stick with that era kind of style. No computers telling me what to do. Obviously, this is a 1971, so there's no smog or anything like that. We're gonna have to get new windows, obviously paint job. But the one thing that really excited me about this build versus the other ones is all the other ones didn't have an RS style front end or the split bumper. The split bumper for me, it was the deal breaker in getting a second gen. If it didn't have a split bumper, I knew I was gonna have to do that conversion. That conversion kit's about $1,800 not installed. That's a lot of money. Now, is this a full RS front end? No, it's not, because it doesn't have the blinker up by the headlights. And sorry, it's a little dark out here, but typically the full RS will have the blinker here. This one still has the blinker down low, but this does have the split bumper, and it has the parts all brand new, and it's good to go. The grill, brand new grill in there. The engine's a different story. We'll have to dive into that a different day, but this is the stock hood that came with this. Everything is pretty much stock on it. Stock rear end, 8.5. I'm missing things. Currently, the car has a 468 in it. It started life as a 454, but they built it to a 468. Has a TH400. All that's gonna go. We're gonna do all new. I'm gonna go into more detail in the future for transmission, because we're still not sure if we're gonna do a manual or an automatic on this build. I'm thinking I'm gonna lean towards a manual, but shockingly, building a manual is more expensive than an auto. And is that gonna sway it? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not completely sold either which way, but keep in mind, this is also gonna be a car that my wife can drive. Now, my wife, she's a stick shift girl. She learned on a stick shift. She is very potent in a stick shift. And I'd love to give her a car that she would feel comfortable in. So it's like one of those conversations that her and I are gonna sit down and talk about, because this is our car. This isn't just my car or the channel car. This is our car. So it is gonna get a 3-piece dovetail or blade spoiler, whatever you wanna call it. It has a brand new bumper here. Here's actually the box of the split bumper, or the, what are they, like sister bumper? I don't know the term, what they call these things. Here's the actual original trunk lid. So it's obviously not on the car. But roll cage is coming out. We're cutting this bad boy out. And then there's a ton of boxes of other things. And this is why I kind of went with this car over the other ones, because of the cost and what had with it. If you look at it, has brand new mirrors, brand new headlight housings and headlights themselves, brand new RS tail lights. It's got, what, I forget what these were. Why am I forgetting? Oh, the engine struts. It has all the original pieces that came off. So the hood, it can go on and on. It's got dual carburetor high ram for the motor, and you can see the actual tops for it are up over here. It has so much. It had brand new grill. Obviously the whole front end conversion was done. They have a lot of body work done, but it's at the first phase of it. It's not completed. It's not straight. You can actually, I don't know if you can see in the light, but you can see where there is areas that still need to be addressed. It's basically had one go over, and it needs to be block and sanded and then gone over again. And we're gonna do that. Like, this car is gonna be a channel car for a while. It's probably gonna take a while to get this done, but I'm gonna be creating guides with people who know what the heck they're doing, so I can learn how to do it, and also hopefully share some content with you guys for people who potentially have builds or are thinking of it in the future to see, oh my God, what do you have to think about when taking this on? Because right now, my only thought is what's missing. And Mike, who was in the video earlier, he went home since then. He was just like, well, he's like, maybe you should ask the other question. What's good on the car? And then start from there. But there's a lot to unpack. I mean, just even in starting with the interior, considering it's a blank canvas. Once this cage comes out, it's just a nice big blank canvas. We have to get a new steering column. We have to rebuild that whole front. We have to obviously get the cage out. But the doors have all the functioning parts in them. It looks like someone potentially wired this for auto locks already, but what are we gonna do there? We're gonna do auto windows, we're gonna do auto locks. There's just so many things. And wiring, we're gonna wire this thing on our own. We're not gonna buy a pre-built harness. We're gonna get lots of spools of wires and we're gonna do it on our own and make it look super clean, make our own custom harnesses that work for what we're gonna do here in the car. Now this car is gonna be something I keep for a very, very long time. This is something I want to do, and if my dad and everybody helps the way they are, I hope this is something that could be passed on in the Lethal family for time to come. So in reality, this video is not just a reveal of a new car for the channel. It's a ton of work. This is a massive project, but it's also me inviting you to take this journey with me to see what we can do. What can we make this car look like? It's gonna be sitting low. It's gonna have a pro touring style. We're gonna redo the suspension. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna build a motor from scratch, an LS7 monster. We're gonna do interior. We're gonna do wiring. We're gonna do everything, body work, everything. It's all gonna happen. It's all gonna be documented, all sorts of guides, overviews, the troubles we've run into. There's a lot of guys out there that have project cars sitting in their garage that have been sitting there because either they're stuck, they don't have the funds, or they just need motivation. And hopefully I can bring a little of that to the channel. So I've been talking forever, but I'm super excited. 1971 Camaro SS. I'm gonna call it the SS RS hybrid because there's aspects of it now that have been kind of converted to an RS. But this is the project. So obviously still lots to do with the Lethal Camaro. We have quite a few videos coming around this with the new tune, some new parts and pieces coming this year, more power. Don't think for a second that the 6th gen car is done. And this car's going nowhere. This is now my go to car shows drag race monster. Our goal is 1,000 wheel horsepower and put down some times that make people want to have one just like it, I think. I don't know. I hope what I've done with this car has been somewhat a learning experience for some people, and I hope this car becomes one, a learning experience, but also the ability for me to share with you guys. I don't see a lot of 2nd gen builds out there, and I really want to make this car nice. Like, I'm not going to skimp on things. I'm going to have to save up money. It's going to take time. It's going to be a lot of money to get this car to a good spot. So don't think I'm just sitting here like, oh, I'm a YouTuber and I'm gonna go build a car from scratch. Like, I get it. This is gonna be intense, and it's gonna challenge my patience. It's gonna challenge my pocketbook. It's gonna challenge all sorts of things. And I hope to share that all with you guys. So thanks for checking out the video. Hopefully you guys can sense the excitement I have. This is something I've dreamed of. This is something my dad wanted to do with me as a kid, and it never really happened. And my dad came over earlier to see the car, and he was just like, oh my God, like, we could do this together, son. Like, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, but it's a project, and it's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be good, and I can't wait to just dive into this thing. First video, ripping out this cage. That is what's happening first. So it's here, it's done. We'll talk about cost, we'll talk about the build. I'm gonna build a plan, we're gonna go buy it, we're gonna start buying things. Like, it's happening. So thanks for checking out this video, guys. I'm super pumped about the car. If you guys are interested in following the 2nd gen build or continuing with the car or the Lethal Ram or all the other stuff that may be happening in the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button when new videos go live. Likes, comments, shares always help. Watching videos all the way to the end helps even more. I promise you I'm not gonna litter videos with 1.5 million ads, just because I want this to be a fun, exciting thing, and I'm gonna try new video styles to just make it more exciting. So there you go. That's it, that's all. Thanks for watching. Until next time, guys, hope to see you on the road. I might be stuck. I kind of closed the door behind me, but Lethal cam noises. You guys ready for this? Are you ready?